won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0. Second and 13. And that is incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Third down. And
out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Wentz, he's going to try and keep this. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's really no secret. If you've got Saquon Barkley on your roster as an offensive play caller, you're going to be creative to find ways to get him the football. He was a little bit dinged up last year, so only had 52 catches. But that catch and 1st down we just saw there, expect more of that this season because remember, in his rookie year, he had 91 catches. And anytime he's got the ball in his hands, he's a threat to go the distance.
New York.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Brings up
the numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 77 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, Slayton.
The pass.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Wayne Gallman.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Saquon Barkley.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
On second down now, Barkley down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Giants 3.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Carson Wentz.
Lorenzo Carter coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On play action, Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Wentz's pass.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
17 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Number 26.
Nigel Bradham brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
It's a gain of
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
the Giant ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Barkley. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Gano's kick is good.
The kick is
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
7, Giants 6.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Jalen Rager. 4 yards on the pickup.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
26.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Number 20.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brought down at the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return.
1st and 10. At their own.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Incomplete.
Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz gonna throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
47-yard line.
shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabal Sheard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again.
Carson Wentz.
Dexter Lawrence providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
And it's
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
complete.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brought down by Nigel Bradham. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Giants
On 1st down, Barkley. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was tackled at the
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
Gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. but he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. 2nd and 9 now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gano's kick is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
Eagles 7.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Eagles take over.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Xavier McKinney brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now it's Tate. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Out to the right here to Shepard.
The pass.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And the Giants.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
2nd and 2.
That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
7-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good.
The kick.
And that will push the lead up to 12-7.
Giants 12. Eagles 7.
So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
27-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the LA Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. First, a gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle made by Brandon Graham. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
The pass.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll go to Barkley again, and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Tate's got it.
The pass.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
16 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 9-yard
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
Giants 15, Eagles 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now Sanders.
And inches.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sanders.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rolling to his right, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. So another try after the first down sack. Wentz, this short throw caught by Goddard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and...
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right side is Jeffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Wentz is
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense